Welcome to Artists. My name is Virginia Bozak. I am a member of the Livonia Arts Commission and here today to interview Michael Coppa.
I've painted as a kid, like when I was like 5 or 6. Me and my dad would set up an easel and we would do some watercolor painting. But I never took it seriously until just the last year or so, actually. I mean, I took some drawing in high school, some photo classes and stuff, but I never really got serious until the past year or so. Within the past couple of years, I went to the DIA, Detroit Institute of Arts, and the second I walked in, it was like mesmerizing. You know, it has a spirit of creativity there, and that really got me motivated to try some of my own work. I've tried watercolors, I've tried some oils, but mostly I do acrylic on canvas. I paint in my garage, and so I paint on the floor, actually. When I kind of first started painting, I did try to paint, like putting the canvas on the wall, and I put a backdrop up behind it so I wouldn't get paint on the wall. And I tried it that way, and I noticed that you can't get to all the angles. So I lay down newspaper and put the canvas on the ground, and that gives me freedom to be able to walk around all angles of the canvas so that I can drip and spider the paint however I feel to do so. I admired Jackson Pollock, definitely. But there's also a couple others, more modern painters, Jonas Gerard, Paige Satchwell. I like to follow their stuff online. I study just on my own, you know, of art, and I've noticed that something I've been trying to do more often is to understand that even though it's abstract work, there's still a composition to it. So I've been trying to focus more on how to utilize a good composition, even though it's so abstract. So I'm not like formally educated, so I have very limited understanding of like the marketplace as far as like trying to sell art, or as well as techniques. I try to read as much as I can on my own, but but it would be nice to have some more formal education. My strength as an artist, I think, would be that I'm open to trying different techniques. It's very easy to get stuck in a box, you know. So I like to try different things, and with the process of my work, sometimes I have ideas of what colors I might like to try to use. Like, for example, the neon pink painting that I did. That was an idea I had that I wanted to try. But usually I like to just set up the paints and just kind of go with whatever I feel that I want to try at that moment. I try not to think about it too hard. That can kind of hinder me at times. A couple of my work is actually on glass. I put acrylic paint on the glass, and I use an air blowing technique. I use an air blower, and then once the paint is on the glass, I use the air to move the paint, and it kind of freely just flows right on the glass. So that's what this piece is here. It doesn't usually take me very long to make a painting, and especially with acrylic paint, it dries fast. So if I want to use like a background color, I can lay that down first, and usually the next day I can just use some dripping over the top of it. And so within a day or two, usually it takes to make it work. I've mostly done about 30 paintings altogether. I would say number 24. That was probably the most fun to work on, because I think the more space that you have on the canvas, the more opportunity of just freedom you have using the paint. So yeah, number 24 is one of the larger ones. I number my paintings. I don't really have titles. I feel that if I were to title my work, it would give a preconceived idea that it represents something, like it's a symbol for something, but it's not really, you know. So I like to give people an opportunity just to interpret for themselves, whether they like it or not. Some responses I've gotten from my work is that people like the colors that I use. That's kind of something that I researched on my own time. Is is the use of you know, colors and not so much. I haven't received a lot of feedback on the composition end of it, but mostly the colors I get feedback from that they enjoy that. Actually, after we set up in this gallery, there was a mother who had her couple of kids with her, and they were walking around, and one of the kids said, "Oh, I like that painting," and it just kind of touched me. And I noticed that it's like my work it's appealing to any age range, really. It's not to you know, specific people. It would be nice to do a lot more work with my art. I would definitely like it to take me pretty far. And I would like to maybe develop like a portfolio and start to go to other galleries, see if they're interested in work, and definitely online I think is a way to, at least for my generation, it's been booming. A lot of people try to get their marketplace online, so I'd like to try that too. Some of my earlier stuff I posted online. I haven't really gotten any response out of it yet, but I would like to definitely pursue using more of that. I definitely think that during this age of time, the internet has definitely provided a great source for artists to display their work globally. And there's a ton of websites where you can post your work and people from all over can view it, and it's been a great outlet, I think, for artists nowadays to be able to get their work out there. For other artists, I would just tell them to follow their passion, whatever type of medium that they use or whatever style they have, just to pursue whatever they feel that their niche is, and to be open to new things and try different techniques and stuff.
Thank you for joining Artists today, Michael. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. This does conclude our program. Thank you for joining us. We hope you will watch our next program, and we encourage you to visit the monthly exhibits in the Fine Arts Gallery, which is located on the second floor of the Civic Center Library. It is truly a gem of our city. Goodbye for now.